Have you ever wondered what the strongest special attack you can use without any setup is? In the current VGC format, I mean. You have? Good. I remember when terrestrializing was announced and everyone was catastrophizing a world where Specs Torkoal ruled over us with an iron fist. Well, I'm here to tell you that all the Pokemon on this list make Torkoal look like a dumb bitch. That's a callback. In the interest of fairness, all of these attacks are being done against the same Pokemon, so the same EVs, IVs, ability, and turned into a type that takes neutral damage. Today's target is everybody's friend, Big Dondozo. The boy is running max HP, Force Bidef, and max speed, because, you know, why not? Although it is kind of important for a couple of calcs later on. The goal here is to see what the strongest attack you can fire off turn 1 is. Only turn 0 setup, so no complicated strategies. This is VGC, so you have a partner going for one support move, like Helping Hand as well. Though, if there is a stronger way to get that damage, we'll use that instead. For those not in the know, turn 0 is when your Pokemon hit the field for the first time. That means you can use weather, terrain, and other abilities when figuring out what real power is. Obviously, because we're on YouTube, this has to be a top 10 list. And you know what? Pause this. Comment below. What do you think number 1's going to be? See, I want to know if anybody's going to be able to get it. Let's begin now. In 10th, in what I thought was a real surprise entry, is Arboliva. Arboliva? I don't know, one of those two. A normal type with 125 base special attack, and it, you know, that gives it the second strongest hyper beam in the game right now. You know, currently legal. Number 9, it's Torkoal time. Torkoal boasts massive spread damage that, you know, pretty much everyone else on this list would kill for, but that's not why we're here. Also, fun fact, all the weather setters got Helping Hand this generation. So pretty much most of this list wouldn't be possible without a little help from Boss Torkoal. In 8th, we have a tie. These Pokemon are both water types. They both have 120 special attack, and Hydro Pump is their strongest stab. So there was no point in separating them. Cloudser and Tatsugiri, everybody. Surprisingly, Tatsugiri can do things without Dondozo, and Cloudser doesn't have a better move to take advantage of Mega Launcher. Or maybe it'd have its own spot. 7th is barely, and I mean barely, stronger. It's Analytic Magnezone. This is one of the calcs where the speed matters, because for our buddy Magnezone, we need to be attacking last to activate the ability. Unfortunately, or you know, fortunately, depending on where you align, Pincurchin doesn't learn Helping Hand, so we can't have both Terrain and Helping Hand. 6th comes with an asterisk. Helping Hand won't help here, and you need to be a lot faster than your opponent. 4 times if we're being real. Kilowattrel has a really cute ability called Wind Power. So when you're in Tailwind, you get charged, basically. That doubles your electric power. And Tailwind will also double the power of Electro Ball. Most of the time. So that's some pretty fat damage. Right, we've made it halfway. This is where things start to get a little silly. So I'm gonna add a nice visual just to show how many Dodonzo are getting knocked out by each attack. 5th isn't super silly, so I might lie a little. But I genuinely think this is probably the calc with the most practical use. Here we've got Sylveon, and this is the strongest Hyper Beam we've got. Who'd have thought this little dog could knock out 2 7/8 of a Dodonzo? Yeah, I keep calling him Dodonzo. I don't know why. Dondozo is just really hard for me to say. Yeah, this is just a disclaimer. I will probably just be jumping between the two throughout this. I can't help myself. It sounds better to me. Dondozo. It's just awkward. The Donzo, that flows. Anyways, all by themselves, you know, and Helping Hand. Right now we're cooking with gas. 4th place is the first Pokemon to break free hold to Donzo with a single attack. And I really don't think anyone probably predicted this, but it's Sunflora. This is probably the funniest calc of them all. Like, just look at it. Just look at that face. Here's the podium. These 3 will all be thanking Torkoal in their victory speeches because they all love the sun and the sound of those stubby little legs clapping away. The decider between 3rd and 2nd was just some good old-fashioned base stat differences. In 3rd place, Armor Rouge is knocking out 3 and 2/5 Dodonzos. That fourth one, you know, he's looking noticeably shaken. Volcarona is our silver medalist, and this is the first Pokemon to knock out at minimum, that's right, minimum, 3 to Donzo. Look at this. It's nuts. It's time for the main event. Did anyone predict this? I asked a couple of my friends and they didn't get it. Callum fought a Sylveon. Boy, it was the closest. He fought Volcarona. But this is just stronger. Like, barely. So here we go. The strongest currently legal attack in the game belongs to King Dirge. Skeledirge's Blast Burn. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, I said Sylveon was the strongest Hyper Beam. These are different words, okay? Hyper Beam and Blast Burn are different words. If you can think of anything I've missed, let me know. I'm gonna do one of these for physical attacks soonish too. This is the sort of dumb shit about Pokemon that I really love.